A thought of the day today. There's a difference between responsibility and being at fault. I think by now everyone with internet connection knows the fiasco about United Airlines. And just to not be controversial, this is not really about me judging either way. Things went wrong. Doesn't really matter. But this is for you to think, something to think about, and something that I had to learn the hard way a couple of years ago. And I committed this to belief. So there's a big difference between responsibility and being at fault. So when you think about the situation with the passenger, think about the passenger only for a moment. There is a choice he made. There is a choice that he made to refuse to help or participate in whatever the airline was asking him to do. Even regardless when somebody's offering you $1,000 voucher and hotel stays and food, that's a good deal, relatively speaking. Still, the person chose not to comply. So as soon as you choose not to comply with something, you are buying into whatever can happen later. You cannot expect people to do the right thing every time. You're buying into it. There's a responsibility that I do whenever I say no, yes to something. So who's at fault in the whole situation? I don't know. I can just guess. I think the one that's at fault is whoever pulled him out, whoever knocked him out, or whatever happened. I haven't even seen the video, but who's at fault of this situation is whoever actually did the thing. Now, who's responsible? We already talked about the person. There's two more that I can think of. The airline. The airline is responsible for being open to that situation. Not only did they call the security person, they also allowed the person to do whatever they wanted with one goal only. And the goal was to get the other folks or the crew in place in the plane and get this one person out. So there is a responsibility there, but not necessarily fault. Now, the other responsibility that I see is the other passengers. So rather than doing something about it, everybody was fine, right? Everyone's like, oh, it's not me, therefore I just don't really care. I'm just going to take a video of everything that's happening. Let's just take a video of the drama so I can get the likes on Facebook and Instagram and whatever, and I can complain a bitch about it. And there's a responsibility there because everyone allowed that to happen. Nobody actually stood up and said, hey, I'm going to volunteer. Yeah, I wanna do the human thing, and I'm gonna volunteer, or somebody stood up and stopped what's happening and tried to find a different way. Nobody did it. So difference in responsibility and who's at fault. Very two different things. So just to think about, I'm not judging. I'm not really passing judgment on anybody. Everyone has their opinion. I don't really care. There are more important things I have to worry about. Yes, some things happened. Some things went wrong. Mistakes were made. But there's a big difference between responsibility and fault. So think about that for a moment. Feel free to share your thoughts. If you're angry at me, that's fine. So see you tomorrow.